Hello, my name's Kevin and welcome to Love Decanters channel. So today I'm going to talk about tall jugs, like mid-century stuff from 1950s and 60s and 70s. And there is a reason for that because the reference for them are terrible. I'll give you an example here. I've got Miller's 20th Century Glass by Andy McConnell. In it, if I get this right and not completely destroy the place, he's got this page here, can you see? And basically he says they're 50s, 60s tall jugs. He has no idea. And just like mainly I don't. Yes. It's one of those mysteries because the references are terrible unless you're willing to plough through everything. And yeah, because I'm a sado, that is exactly what I've started doing. So I have one tall jug that doesn't quite fit the category. It kind of does. It looks like one that would fit on that page, but it doesn't quite. But I'll explain that. And also, today, I started doing this research a few days ago, just ploughing through catalogues and building up a database. And I was in a charity shop, as you do, looking for whatever. And hey, presto, there was a tall jug, a big tall blue one with a ice catcher lid that catches the ice, or lip, I should say, pouring lip, and a couple of tall glasses. And because nobody knows what they are, nobody really collects them, you know, they're not exciting. You know, if you know who it's by, it might be exciting to you, but if you don't, it's not particularly exciting. It could be from any country. There's a lot of Scandinavian ones, a lot of UK ones. The catalogues for the UK ones are probably fairly terrible. Well, I know they are. Whitefriars, yes. But there's no Thomas Webb or Webb Corbett, and there's probably others. Anyway, sorry. I did take a picture of the one that I saw, and I've got the one that I have, and I'll show you the database I started building, and it's going to get huge. Eventually I'll be able to go, I think I know what this is, go to my database and show you. That's my plan, because at the moment I just look at tall jugs and go, I can't figure it out, and then go and look through loads of things, still can't figure it out. But my plan is that my database is going to get bigger and bigger. It's still not bigger and big enough yet. I'll show you why. We'll start by having a look at the jug that I saw in the charity shop today. So this is the jug I saw. You can see one of the glasses, the other one's behind it. You can see here it's got an ice catcher lip. Let me show you then. I've got two pictures. Look, you can see this is the ice catcher lip. So yeah, you put ice cubes in this, and this is supposed to stop them from dropping into your glass. And it was the amazing price of £3.50 for this jug. It's not pressed glass. It's got a polished pontle mark. The glasses don't have polished pontle marks. They just have sort of like slightly ripply bottoms. Yeah, it would have been nicer if we had 4 glasses, but it is what it is. And yeah, but £3.50, and it's probably, you know, 40, 50, 60 years old. So anyway, I'm going to show you my database now. And so we'll cut away from this, and I'll show you what I found in my database. So we're back with my beautiful database. I have a section here called Conical, and if we click on it, make it view extra large icons, you can see I have conical jugs. They're all ones that are tapering towards the top, and this is the jug in question. Yeah, it's very like that. But also, there's a couple of other jugs that are similar-ish. This Whitefriars one, but this one has got a ribbed handle, but it's kind of similar-ish. And then there's this A4's one, which later became part of Orifice. or was absorbed into orifice. And this one is more similar, but this has got an amber body according to the little description down here, and a clear handle. Also is not optically molded. The shape is a little bit off. The handle's a bit too far down compared to this one. So it's not an A4's one, and I think this is the drinking glass that came with it. So you can tell, unless that's 2 pints, that jug is nowhere near as big as the one I have. So there you have it. The one I have is an absolute monster. I'll show you a bit more of my database, because my other category, and this is just my way of doing, and anybody could do this, handleless, show you that. Yeah, none of these have handles. Actually, I have made a mistake here. This one shouldn't be in here. Let me put it back here. Okay. So yeah, this is the handleless section, but also, where's it gone? I have a bit called wasted. I've put that in the wrong bit. There we go. You can tell I've only just made this. And all of these have got like this one's like a high-waisted one, and this one as well. But some of them a bit more mid. This one is very mid. This one's a bit lower. This one's mid as well. But anyway, these are all ones that curve in and out. And so I feel like lump them together, just trying to create rough categories. So visually I can say, oh, I think it goes, and this is ones where the bodies are rounded. I've gotten the wrong one. What am I doing? So here we are with the jug I own. Tall jug. It's in a kind of dirty amethyst colour, and it's not quite what it appears initially. This is absolutely a monster jug. Let me show you. I think you get about 4 pints in it. Yeah, that's a pint bottle. Anyway, so yeah, you get 4 of those in it, I think. And yeah, if I put my hand on it, you can see. Yeah, it's huge. I mean, the handle's huge. Look at how small my hand is. I've got quite big hands. Anyway, so this is, and it's very heavy. It's optically molded. Can you see? And it's, of course, it's Strombergsheiten. It's from the 1930s, but they were still making it in 1954. And I've actually taken the pasting out of a 1954 catalogue and put it in my database. So yeah, this is the kind of jug it is. This one is different because obviously it's why I collected it, because it's actually not from the 50s and 60s. It's from the 30s, but you know, that's why I like Strombergsheiten, because it's out of time, and looks later is much earlier. This is like 90 years old. It's not the 50, 60, 70 years old. Anyway, we'll go back to my database and I'll show you how I've put it in my database. And also, there are other jugs that are like it, and it will show you the problem there is with these types of tall jugs. So here we are back with my database. I'll show you conical. That is the shape. And so these are all ones that taper up to the top. See, they're all that kind of shape. This is the jug in question. It's a Strombergsheiten N5. I've taken this out of the 1954 catalogue. There is another one that it's similar to, which is this A4's one from the 1950s. But this is smaller. The glass you can see here is like half the size of the, I mean, that would have to hold 2 pints for it to be as big as this. Yeah, this one is also a bit similar, but not quite. It's got a ribbed handle. It starts to bend out a bit more near the top. But yeah, so these are the conical ones I've classed as conical. If I go back, I'll show you the other sections I've created on here. You've seen cylinder and you've seen ice catcher. I'll show you handleless. Here we go. Actually, I put handless there, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, none of these have got handles. You see, that one's two shapes, one with a handle and one without, but it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, you can see that with the handless ones, the shapes are a bit more all over the place. And they seem to be 1950s through to 1970s here. Let me go. Also, I'll put rounded, and these are just like, even this one's almost a cylinder, but it is rounded a bit. But yeah, these are all kind of like more rounder shapes. Not all of them is tall. And I'm thinking I might expand it and just do all jugs and blow it, even the short ones, and just create different sections for those so that to help me find them. Because this, as I said, there's no book of jugs. Yeah, and here you go. There isn't that. So I'm just creating my own visual book like this. And then I've created wasted. So you can see they've all got waists. Some of them are high waists, some of them are a bit lower. But yeah, Krosno seem to like waists. A couple of theirs are there. But anyway, that's what I've done. I hope that's a good plan going ahead. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use this as I expand it to find more things. It failed with that blue one that's in the charity shop for £3.50, and no, I'm not going back and buying it because I've got so much glass. Yeah, and I wouldn't know where it goes because I could just put it on. I wouldn't know where to put it on my website. If I was to bring it in, I've shown you a picture of it now, but if I was to put it in a video, I wouldn't know what to say about it really. It's a blue jug, it's tall, it's mid-century, that's about it. Anyway, I will wrap this bit up now. So there you have it, tall jugs. I will get better at identifying tall jugs because my database is going to get huge. Yeah, anyway, and before you also say, you should have bought that jug, £3.50, it wasn't even the biggest bargain there. In the charity shop there was a Pyrex service. So you got 4 dinner plates, 4 medium plates, 4 small side plates, 4 bowls, 4 cups and saucers. What else was there? There was like a gravy boat and a couple of other bits and pieces for the amazing price of £15. Now, you got Pyrex, but they were marked JAJ, Jobling, which means they are pre-1975, I think. That's when Jobling ceased to exist as a name. So they're at least 50 years old. They might be 60 or 70. You'd have to really have a go at them. They all look good. And yeah, so you're probably talking, 60p a piece. And it was actually the full everything, like there were the 4 dinner plates and the 4 medium plates and the 4 bowls and the 4 side plates. And, it was, I think, everything that you'd buy as the full service when it was bought new. So, yeah, I think that's a bargain. Any young person buy that, go, yeah, I'm trendy, I'm mid-century, and I've got these Pyrex dishes that I can use. Anyway, that's just an aside. That's what I thought was the bargain, just because it was so complete. The jug and 2 glasses was just 2 glasses. If it was 4, better. If it was 5 or 6, even better. But it was just 2. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up now. I'm not going to show you any references because I was showing you dozens of references there. Most of that has come from Bergdahler, Glass Technica, Whitefriars Glassworks, and I think some came from Glass Musterbusch. But yeah, lots of different catalogues you were looking at there. But I will work on that and try and find more sources for it and really build it up. Because I think it was in the Lockhouse, I looked at a jug and thought, I should be able to figure this out, and failed. Anyway, with that said, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It's free, helps my channel. If enough people like and subscribe, even if you're only just liking, it makes YouTube think I'm doing a good job. And anyway, thank you for watching and have a good night. Good night.